So when I speak to logistics, logistics means whatever the need is.
Okay.
So travel, we usually try to partner up with event planners.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
something that, and which I do also do that. So event planners are usually local. I'm a remote company, and if these, like for example, the USA Women's Handball team, if they're traveling all around the world, I mean, I can't, get a caterer that I partner with that's only in Florida or
Yeah.
Vegas
Yeah.
or wherever.
Right. Right.
So I have to go and accommodate and reach out to the other countries and find that out for myself and reach out. So
Okay.
the logistics is more, we're doing a lot of homework, we're doing a lot of background information, we're doing all the, checking where all the resources are. So if an artist, like in your case, if you have artists that need an accommodations for a special event or a venue, I'll handle that. The only thing I don't handle is, they're looking for DJs and, and stuff like that. You're
Okay.
on your own there,
Yeah.
but I try to do whatever I can within my power to
Okay.
negotiate venues and make sure that it's, one, it accommodates to what they're looking for, and two, I try to make sure that if it's something that's good, um, and worth it to them to invest in or be a part of, I would let them know if it's a venue that they're looking at, and me, I like to see people be successful and happy with what they're getting. If you call me up and you say, hey, there's this venue I'm looking at, and I want to go perform there, I want to do an event there or whatever it is, and I go check it out, and I find out they got a bad rep, and they're not, that's probably not a venue you really want to associate with in that sense, where they don't accommodate with the lighting or anything else
Yeah.
that you might need. I'm gonna let
Okay.
you know because you're hiring me to take care of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
logistics wise, I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, I don't think this is a good venue. I mean, it doesn't, I might give you another option, but you're the customer. If you say you
Hmm.
want it, at the end of the day, I'll tell you, hey,
Yeah.
this is what it is, and if there's a
Yeah.
problem, I already told you, and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I wash my hands of it. But I want to make sure that whoever whoever I'm working with, I take care of them. I want to make sure that they know that they're in good hands. And if they say, hey, Alfie, handle this, they can sleep good at night because I'm not going to set them up to fail or stuff. But yeah, so logistics to me, logistics means anything outside of the traditional travel that requires event planning in a sense, or anything like that, that's outside of the box of what a
Yeah.
travel agent doesn't do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you might need a manager or somebody, a promoter that usually might do something like that. I can handle a lot of it, to an extent. To an extent of,
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to throw your party. I'm not going to have, I can have event planners decorate and do all the things, because I can manage and hire people to do that. Well, I won't be hiring them; they would.
Yeah.
But but I can always recommend that, and so I would connect people to the right people, and
Okay.
whatever I can do, there's no limit. Like, if you tell me to take care of something, if I can't do it myself, I'm going to find a way to get it done, and then
Okay.
we have that conversations.
Okay.